Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. As you can tell by the title, today I have the second part of telling you about my home country, Moldova. And yeah guys, I'm very excited. I did not expect you guys to like this video so much, or the last video, so I decided to do another part in soft spoken because you guys ask for that a lot. So today I'm gonna tell you some other facts, reply to some questions that you guys left me, and I'm gonna show you guys some of my childhood candy because I bought a bunch, and my sister's boyfriend, he just came back from Moldova, so he also got me some candy, which I'm going to show you today. Majority of this candy is not necessarily just from Moldova, because I did not spend my entire childhood in Moldova, so you will see a lot of Eastern European candy. So yeah, first thing is the best example actually. It's a drink that I always used to drink, but not in Moldova. So this one I never drank in Moldova, I've never seen it in Moldova, but I'm sure it exists. It's a Georgian drink. I also have no idea how it's called in Georgian because this one is in German. It's a pear lemonade from Georgia, from the company Natakhtari. So you can see here a bit of Georgian export also on here, and I have to say this is my second favorite drink ever. I only drink this on holidays because I would drink this a lot as a child. As a child, I used to love lemonades, and I would always drink tarhun, literally so much. I don't know how my mom ever allowed me to drink so much tarhun, but this tarhun in this country that I'm in doesn't taste as good as the Moldovan one, so yeah, I switched kinda to this. And I only drink this at holidays because it's obviously very, very unhealthy, and I don't know, I bought it because I just wanted to show you, and we're going to try it because, well, it's just lemonade with pear, and I usually don't like pear, but this just has something about it that I genuinely enjoy. I always call this the sister of tarhun. Wow. It's so refreshing and it's so sweet. Wow. It's so sweet, it's insane. I always buy this for my cousins as well as tarhun because I like to joke around a bit. This is a bit more yellowy, but tarhun, I'm gonna blend in a picture because I didn't want to buy 3 liters of tarhun. It's green. And as a child I would always prank my cousins. I would be like, this is poison, and then I would drink it and then they will freak out. So moving on to primarily food. Yeah, let's start off. The first thing is, I don't know, we call this sukhari, and it's just wheat, rye, crisp, sour cream. This is just the flavor, there is many flavors. Wheat, rye, crisp, sour creams, and it has herb flour. It's just crepes, I guess. It tastes like very hard bread. I'm not gonna eat this because I get ill of this, but it tastes really nice. My mom, she makes like a salad with chicken, olives, mayonnaise, and this. I don't like the salad because I don't like olives, but my sister is obsessed, and also like a snack. My sister always snacks this, so I remember this since I live, and I would just rebuy it because I know it from memory, you could say. But I don't know, I feel like Eastern European candy is the most weird candy ever. Oh well, not weird. After these snack boxes I got to experience a lot of candy, but I feel like it's just something rather obscure about it. Like, you're eating hard bread that tastes like sour cream, and you put it in a salad as well. So I don't know, it's really nice. It tastes good, but not if you eat too much of it. So sorry guys, I moved the camera, I'm very sorry. Very unprofessional. But moving on to another candy that I had to buy in secret because my mom doesn't like me to buy this. It's areshki, and I tried one. So this candy is called areshki, and areshki is like nuts. it's in the form of like a walnut, and there's like condensated caramel milk inside. And I used to devour these as a child, but my mom, she is a great baker, so she always makes them herself, so she doesn't like us to buy them. But I bought them for this sake. So inside it looks like this. It doesn't look very appetizing right now, but usually it's delicious. But these ones, they don't taste good. I have to say, these ones, they don't taste good. I remember them to taste differently, or I'm just very used to my mom's baking, because my mom also does like safiri. We call them safiri. I'm gonna blend in a picture. I don't know how you make them, but she makes them like really amazing in vanilla, lavender, chocolate on top. So it's like a bit of marshmallowy candy. And yeah, she makes these areshki herself, and she makes like safiri as well, but she didn't do recently, and I didn't want to buy safiri as well because I know nobody's gonna eat them. And I know I'm over explaining, but I'm so excited. So it's like this inside. It's the condensated milk. I feel like these ones just are not very good, but usually they taste really nice and they look very, very cool, especially for a child, like you're eating nuts. So that's nice. So that's nice. And now I would say we should also do some facts, because we're pretty much inside. So in Moldova, there is many ethnicities going around. Like, some of you guys wanted to know if I'm from Transnistria, if I'm from, like, where I'm from Moldova, and I'm from the south. I'm from the south, so I'm not from Transnistria, I'm not from the Caucasus region. So some context, some geographical context on this, because it's not, you know, general knowledge. Obviously it's not general knowledge, but Moldova is a very divided country. So we have a lot of ideologies, we have a lot of ethnicities inside Moldova, we have lots of accents, we have lots of different languages, if you could call it that. Like, Moldova speaks 3 languages, 4 if you count the accents. And yeah, the people look very differently. Like, I could never tell if somebody is Moldovan based on their looks. Never. The only time I recognize something is if they have pretty eyes. I genuinely have to say, all of the Moldovans I ever met, majority of them that I met, had really beautiful eyes. So sometimes I'm like, I knew you were Moldovan because you have such nice eyes. And I think that's beautiful. I don't know why, but I met pretty many people that had pretty eyes from Moldova. And the reason for so many ethnicities in Moldova is that it got divided a lot, so it was part of many things. So Moldova has very different demographics. We have Moldovans that have been in the region for like generations. We have places where there's more Ukrainians, places where there's more Romanians. We have Gagauz people, which they are like a Turkish ancestry folk. They live in Moldova, they talk Russian, mainly Russian, and a bit of Turkish. I have genuinely never met anybody actually that's Gagauz, because there's not many, and I moved pretty early. But there are many people don't know that, and Gagauz people, they are autonomous. That means they are subjected to the Moldovan state, but they have their own leader, they have their own culture, and they're allowed to have that inside the country. They're not authoritarian, but they are autonomous. And the same with Transnistria. I would say Transnistria is Moldova's, not the only, but USP, like a unique selling proposition, I would say. So in Moldova there's a flag, there's like a region that is still very, very loyal to the Soviet Union. That means, you know, it's a dictatorship there. And it's called Transnistria. They have their own capital, Tiraspol. They have their own currency, they have their own passports, they have their own little economy. They're like, I think 500,000 people, but I'm not sure. So it's quite interesting to be in Moldova. I would say you have Turk folk down there, you have Slavic people up there, you have Balkanic people on the west, you have a lot in Moldova. And in, for example, Caucasus people, my mom said she never met anybody from Caucasus Kat is speaking Romanian. She has never met a Transnistrian that speaks Romanian. They all speak Russian, but Moldovans speak, for example, both or just Romanian. So yeah, there's a lot. Like, I would compare, and some people still don't understand, like, how is a country inside a country, but you have to understand that being autonomous doesn't mean that we are a country. So, for example, I would actually compare this with Russia, because many people know about Russia. So in Russia, in the south, we have the Kafkas Mountains, and there we have folks like Dagestan. I think you guys will know Dagestan from TikTok. Dagestan, for example, or Chechnya, they are autonomous. I think Chechnya even has a flag, which in Moldova, the Caucasus people and Transnistria also has a flag. For example, they have their own leader, they have their capital, they have their folk, they have a specific passport, but they are still subjected to the president. They're still subjected to Russia. So they are in the country, they are subjected to the rules of the country primarily, but they still have their own little area. They're part of something, but they still have a bit of independence. The same with Caucasus people in Transnistria. We also have a lot of Roma people in Moldova, but I've never met a Roma person from Moldova, so I'm not entirely sure. I know Caucasus people are 100,000 people. Transnistria has 500,000, which Moldova has only 3 million, not even 3 million people that live there, so it's quite a lot. So yeah, that's how I would describe the demographics. And I should just keep showing you candy. I'm always distracted, I'm sorry. I'm going to show you guys my favorite candy that I eat every day. I hated this as a child, but it's this. It's called Sirok, and this is like a bar. It's a bar of fresh cheese with taste, like flavor. This one is chocolate and strawberry. Chocolate and strawberry. I don't really like strawberry, but there's this version of this in chocolate with chocolate chips inside, like a bit of, cheese, creamy cheese. Not creamy cheese, what's the word? I genuinely don't know the word. It's like inside it's more like a yogurt type thing, and outside it's like chocolate, like Belgian chocolate with flavor. Inside is a flavor and sometimes outside as well. And I didn't like this as a child, but I eat this every day because I just grew to love it. And yeah, I feel like it doesn't make me feel ew. And it's being produced in Latvia. It's produced in Latvia actually. But I always buy this from my local Eastern European shop, which I'm so grateful for because I live in Central Europe, and now we have a lot of Ukrainians moving here that open up Eastern European shops, and I always buy my candy there. In my vicinity, there is now like 2 Eastern European shops, which is luxury because previously I had to drive like half an hour, 40 minutes to the nearest shop, and now I can just walk. That's nice. And the next candy is this one. It's from Bucuria. It looks so odaklasniki. It's giving profile picture of my grandma in odaklasniki, but it's from the Moldovan brand Bucuria. They make like candy, and this one I have no idea how to describe it. I don't really like it, but my sister's boyfriend bought this in Moldova because I've never seen this in my current country. Never seen it, but I remember it. So it looks like this, and then like nuts, chocolate, I think even alcohol, and waffle. You can see the waffle. And please don't look at my nails, they look horrible, which I don't really like that, if I'm being honest. But I also wanted to show you guys a Moldovan sneaker. It's called Candy Nut. I'm sure it's called differently in Moldova. It's like nougat soft caramel with peanuts, but they made it like European version, you know. Sorry guys, I ran out of storage and I have a lot of candy, so I'll hurry up. So the next one is a highlight of my childhood. It's called krepish. And I realized I bought a lot of from this country, like Krasny Oktyabr. That's Red October, and I'm not sure if that has any meaning. But I just realized there's a lot of candy that's from there. So that's like, it's like a toffee bar that tastes like peanuts, and I'm gonna show you because I sometimes enjoy it. It makes you full very quick. It's not, so it's like a stick, so you can take it out and you can share it with your friends. It has like, you know, cuts here, so you can share with your friends, and it looks like that. Very toffee I like. And there's a lot of candy with toffee taste, but I didn't buy much because I'm sick of the taste. Like, I feel like that's standard candy. There's so much like toffee milky candy in Eastern Europe, but I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I like this. I occasionally enjoy this. I realize I don't need a lot of this candy anymore, but it's definitely been very prominent in my childhood. And also, let me show you Moldovan Bueno. I didn't know this, but it's apparently new. Florence baked milk taste. So that's also new. Didn't know about that. And I forgot to show you guys the last time. Very popular Moldovan candy. This is Chișinău de Seară. Chișinău de Seară. From Bucuria. It means the Chișinău is the capital. So the capital of Moldova is called Chișinău. And this like Chișinău at evening, you could say. Chișinău at evening. And I don't like that candy. You will hate me if you're from Moldova, but I just genuinely don't enjoy this candy. Never did. It's a chocolate bar. Majority of it is chocolate, which I think I like chocolate nowadays so much because a lot of this candy is also chocolate. It's like gel. It looks very tasty, but to me it's not. So, if I'm not mistaken, it's like gelish like gummy inside, with grape taste or like wine taste. I know it's not correct, but it tastes to me like that. So Moldova is very popular for wine. We have the biggest like vineyards, I believe. Let me check. I'm not sure. Cricova is something biggest in the world, but I'm not sure if they have the biggest winery or the biggest wine collection. Let me check. Moldovan land was producing wine for 5,000 years. So we know our wine, and I know that the wine is very popular. I would drink wine as a child as well because everyone said it's very healthy for you and your blood, and I'm not sure if that is true. But I don't know, wine was really prominent growing up, but I never liked wine. And Chișinău de Seară does taste a bit like wine to me, so I don't really like it. But moving on, I need to hurry up. But the next candy is Iris. Okay, Iris. This is this candy is to me traumatizing. Like, it's so hard, and it always took so long to eat this candy, and I was always impatient to eat this. This is also from the same brand, Krasny Oktyabr, in the middle. I think this is Russian company, because a lot of the candy here is also Ukrainian. I wasn't living far from Ukraine. This is also kind of toffee. Toffee taste. So you see a lot of chocolate, you see a lot of waffles, lots of napolitani, waffles, confetti, toffee, a lot of toffee, a lot of lemonade. We also have gummies, but I never ate gummies. So that's toffee I like. Krasny Oktyabr. Yeah, it's the same brand. And they do the same. Kinda you see the company with the toffee. And you see how hard it is. It's stone. It's so hard. But I can't forget this candy. Like whenever I see it, I just see Moldova. It just reminds me of it. I don't know why, but this candy was just horrific to me as a child. To wait until it's like soft enough to eat is just terrible for kids. But I will speed run through the candy because I have not shown you half of it. What is this? This is a Ukrainian candy. It's like a chocolate baton. Chocolate. Lishina. I still to this day don't know how you pronounce in Ukrainian the E. I feel like it's pronounced differently. But it's hazelnut chocolate and I love this. I genuinely do. I eat this. I ate this quite a lot. There's nothing exciting for me, honestly. So, lastly, I need to hurry up because these videos are very long. I made this video very long. So some facts about Moldova. My mom was reading your guys' comments on the last video, which she thought really nice that you guys are interested in Moldova. Like there are so many people. I think 2 weeks passed and the video has 80,000 views, which is really good. So she was like, I should continue and boost Moldova's tourism, part of it, Moldova's landscape, because I think the actual exciting part about Moldova is how much agriculture there is and how green it is. Like even the capital Chisinau, very green. Lots of parks, lots of people, lots of young people, lots of green space. I don't remember if I've ever seen a high-rise building until I left the country. I also remember like I never saw a single airplane until I moved the countries and I didn't come by plane. So that's the first time I ever saw a plane. I never saw a single plane fly above I was living in a village on a farm kinda, so I had chickens, I had the cows, goats. It's very, very green. So Moldova is Europe, as a continent, Europe's least visited country, and that is for one, not many people know it. I mean, we're pretty hidden. Plus the economy. I'm not gonna go into detail about the economy and the politics as to why that is, because this is an ASMR video. But personally, if you are like, I feel like Moldova is the perfect place for people that like peace. People who just want to go on vacation and relax and not do anything and just enjoy the silence and stuff. And sometimes I did that, sometimes in Italy, but you can nowhere, in my opinion, you can not relax anywhere as good as in Moldova. Because if you buy a property in Moldova, in the deep woods or the deep fields of Moldova, not a single person is going to bother you. You'll not see a single plane, a single car, or like a lot of people. So I feel like in Moldova you can pretty much sustain yourself quite well. Growing up, I was living on a farm, right? And we had nearby neighbors, but I remember my entire life we had so much like land, and there was like never really anyone bothering me there. There were rivers everywhere, there were animals everywhere, there were like birds chirping. Like I hear where I live right now, I very, very rarely hear birds chirping, but the nature in Moldova is quite well preserved because we don't have big cities except Chisinau, and tiraspol, and but pretty much everyone has their own garden. Like we almost never went to the grocery shopping except for the like essentials, or that are way too, if too like when there's too much to do, we like bought butter. But I remember my grandmother did her own stuff, like her own butter, her own everything. We had our own little like farm. So for example, I have this very bad thing that I cannot eat how do you say, cucumbers that are long, because in Moldova we grew our own vegetables, and the cucumbers, they were small and like bumpy, like they were genuinely organic, genuinely nothing on it, pure. And when I came here, the cucumbers were long and soft, and it was just a weird consistency. When I ate that the first time, I thought I was eating gummies. It's just not my thing. I always go to like Turkish shops or something and buy my vegetables there, because I cannot eat the vegetables in the supermarket. I can, to this day, I'm 20 years old in a few months, and I cannot 20 years eat any vegetable that has a different consistency than what I was used to in Moldova. My sister went to Moldova in August, and she went to my aunt's place, which is deep rural, and she ate from her garden, and she said she still cannot eat the vegetables here. It's terrible if you compare it purely pure vegetables that grew on good soil, if you compare it with like here. So yeah, I like vegetables, everything there, like the food is pure. Because if you go and buy a home in a rural place, you legit can do your own thing. So I kind of miss that. I kind of miss the taste of those vegetables sometimes, very often. And yeah guys, this video is very long. Maybe I'm gonna cut this video into parts, because I feel like it's 40 minutes. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want me to spill any other Moldovan tea, maybe some facts, some religious facts, maybe some historical facts. But yeah, as I said, we are very cultural in Moldova. We represent a lot of cultures in Moldova, a lot of languages, many accents, many companies, as you can see. So if you want to see more videos of me that I'm not posting on YouTube, make sure to check out Patreon down below. I post 2 times minimum in one vlog, so make sure to check that out. I have some cool videos up. And yeah guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I wish you guys a great night or great day wherever you are.